Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Vance. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go, all the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is they going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take out the way we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo, cancel the first, you're in the traction zone. I pressed to mount up another overtake on 23 trademark. This is round 3 quarter.
And Timo are oh, it's not pit. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
I wouldn't be gonna finish it too, so they can stand at the back together again, just like Timo likes it.
How many times did you see how many times Timo?
Hello everyone, welcome to another week of 2SRL Tier 3 here in a pretty cloudy and dark Suzuka in qualifying. This week I'm joined by Eddie yet again.
Hello.
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 Yeah, okay, now before anyone starts their laps, let me just pull all of this stuff up. There we go. And yeah, so Dark Suzuka, while we were loading in, I said, man, imagine if we had like some heavy rain. Yeah, we almost got it. There's a yellow flag in on the back straight, as Fropsy is about to start the first lap of the session here.
Yep.
Suzuka, one of the fan favorite tracks, I would say. And
Is
in
it?
this, well, I feel like a lot of the drivers and everyone just enjoy Suzuka, no? I mean, I know I like it a lot.
I guess.
I think it's just a fun track to drive. Maybe not in F1 games, but like in generally in other games, it's just a track that has a lot of flow through it.
Yeah, true.
Especially because I was on board with Fropsy. He went through the S section, which is probably one of the most renowned corners in the F1 calendar, and then Degner 1 and 2 as well, which are really fast corners. He's in the hairpin right now, which is just a classical hairpin. And even though it's a hairpin, it's still it's a really tricky one to get right because it's there's a bit of elevation change. You need to get the exit right quite right. He's coming up to Spoon now. And Spoon is one of those corners that's really important to get right, since you're basically flat out all the way to the final chicane here. Coming up to 130R, which is a corner that old F1 cars had to live through a bit. Current modern cars just, it's not even a corner anymore. And coming up for the last chicane. In F1 2019 there was a bump here, and still every time I drive over this bump or over that spot, is he lagging for you as well? A bit teleporting?
A little bit, not that much.
Yeah.
I'm still scared of coming down that corner because the bump is giving me nightmares, pretty much.
Oh yeah, same. It's just every time, even though I know the bump isn't there anymore, it's like it's almost reaction now to counter steer or try to catch it, even though you don't go.
Yeah.
Even though it's not there anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Belinda's lap was 27 flat, which is currently provisional P1. Kimmy Bornwolf 27.4, 28.4 for Kimmy. Hammer on mediums. Hey there in chat. I'm just gonna call you Theodore because I don't wanna butcher someone's name. As Boosted Mess is getting into traffic here, or I actually missed what happened. Yeah, so fun thing, I actually found out I can pop up YouTube chat, so I don't need to have it open on my on my phone. It
There
took
we
me
go.
quite some time.
As Sonny has set the provisional pole time at 26.9.
Oh, and with the 27 flat as well, really high up as well.
Yep. I don't know if the weather conditions are affecting this at all, but I had some pre-scouting done in the Discord, and Sonny and Owen and the likes are doing 26, low 26s is what they said that they were doing. So, yet to see those times.
Yeah. Keep in
We'll
mind
see.
though, the track is not rubbered in yet. The times are gonna get a lot faster. towards
It's
the
not,
end of
and
the session.
also it's very overcast, so the track's also probably cold.
Yeah, that as well. One person to look out for is Neon Race, who's still in the pits. Neon Race currently catching Owen in the championship. And Ocean Chief, who came back from his hiatus, not as a full-time, as a reserve this time, but you know, he's back. According to him, he was too slow. Yeah, questionable, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Like you're driving. What? I didn't say anything. Sanix, please.
I'm gonna go fix my bed.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna go fix my bed.
That is bad production value if you do that. Nope, don't do that.
Ooh, I think Ocean Chief got the chicane right there quite wrong, and wait, he wasn't even on a lap, was he?
No,
I don't know. Yeah.
he wasn't on a lap. No.
So Suzuka, a easy soft medium lap. Hello there, Fed as well. Soft medium race.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Well, it was last year's game. I think I heard Boosted say it in voice chat before that in SLR practice they were doing soft mediums as well. So wouldn't be surprised if that's what we see.
Okay. All right. I mean, yeah.
So Eddie,
Most
you know,
likely seeing-
yeah.
Yeah. What?
No, you.
No, you
No,
go
no,
on.
You.
Oh, okay. I mean, what I was saying is it would explain because pretty much the entire grid is on softs, so you know, except for Derhammer and Curse, but Derhammer's time is not exactly lighting up the timing board with those mediums.
Yeah, definitely. I was just gonna say, you know, since I have the track map pulled up, come on, give a guess how many corners Suzuka has without counting. Say a number.
18.
How? No, you have the track map open as well, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You're just
No, I selected the track in the game and he told me how many corners it has.
Wait, it does that?
Yeah, it does. Whenever you select the track in multiplayer, it says how many corners it has. So if you select Monza, you'll see it says 4 corners. Ha ha ha. Funny.
I was thinking before, right? And you actually
Right.
do only turn left 5 times in Monza.
You
Oh.
do?
Yeah, you do once in the first chicane, once in the second chicane,
Right.
then once on that back straight, just like a tiny turn left just to not go straight.
Right.
And then twice in the Ascari.
Huh. Yeah, that's actually true. Hadn't thought about that one earlier. I mean, I guess you learn something new
turn
every day.
right-
Oh, as Fropsy is around, just put my camera on him and he went into the wall.
Oh yeah, I see him above the
That's,
bridge, so it's not really a productive
Yeah, that's a
camera
good
angle.
camera. Yeah, that's a
Back to
camera-
Ace Boy,
camera
was on a lap.
Oh, we just backed up front of the track in front of Blinda. And Belinda had to lift, and he's going to abandon his lap because of that. Yikes!
Yeah, so you turn right 7 times in Monza. So that's 11 turns you do with your steering wheel on an oval track.
Oh, that's Curse on the gravel as well. He also rejoins the track right in front of Blinda. Blinda has just been blocked several times on this lap.
Neon Ray starting his lap here. It's also getting a bit sunnier, so I think track temps will go up, which is good for the times.
I think Neon Race was invalidated, wasn't he? Because now it says he's done. I just gotta stop talking, I think.
He wasn't
But,
invalidated. He was when you said it, but that was his out lap.
No, that was his lap.
Oh, but I think he
See what it
invalidated
says,
early on,
it-
and he went for another one. I think you can do.
Oh, okay.
I think you can do 2 laps, but he basically lost it out of turn 2, and
Yep.
yeah, it's not looking too good for him, and he really needs to get a
Nope.
good result in Owen here because time's slowly running out, and he's still around 30 points behind. So he needs to start catching up those 30 points. There's what? Mexico, USA, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi. There's 4 races left after this one.
Yep.
So yeah, with this, he's got 5 races to get the gap to Owen and get him. So yeah, it's gonna go down the line,
Pretty
and
much.
he's only has 7 minutes really left of qualifying. To maybe get the gap on Owen. Hello Tild in chat as well.
Sonny just improved his ball time by around a 10th. Still not nearly close enough to what people were saying that they were doing, but I don't know if that's... Yeah.
Owen
I
starting
don't know.
his lap here, so let's see what Owen's gonna do. Going into turn 1, or turn 1 and 2. So yeah, this year's game, it's a lot less trickier than last year. You of course have a lot more grip in these corners than you did last year. A lot more downforce, and the car just sticks to the track and makes it much more enjoyable to drive than last year, that's for sure. As
Yeah.
Owen goes through Dunlop and coming into Degner 1 and 2 now. As I see a 3 on my screen, where this car should have been, but yeah, the thing I always liked about Suzuka was the fact that the track goes over itself.
Do you mean the intertwining?
Yeah.
Like the bridge? Oh, yeah. It's a cool little feature. Yeah, for sure.
Because as a kid, when I saw it, I didn't know much about racing, right? I just saw the track layout. I was like, wait, they drive in an intersection on a race? I didn't understand there's like a bridge and like a tunnel under it. Like, I thought they're
Yeah.
straight up like driving like in an intersection. So what if one car is gonna come there and the other car's gonna,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
not the optimal thing, but you know.
No, definitely not.
As Owen goes on provisional pole with the 26.6, so a really good time from Owen here.
Yep.
The lap also looked real tidy as well, so he improved by 3.5 tenths, so really good time from him.
He did. Yes, sir.
Did you just call me sir?
I did. I said yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see what Blinda can do to respond here. Blinda was also up there in the mix with them. and he's already 1/10 up through sector 1, so that's the S's. There's a yellow flag. In sectors 1 and 2, I think it was. I don't know.
No, it was sectors 2 and 3.
Interesting. I don't
what-
know. Ooh,
what?
that's I think that's Fropsy who's around. Since Neon Rays isn't in the pits, yeah, it is Fropsy. But I'm still on board here with Blinda. Who
I think
aborted his
Belinda is aborting his lap. I was on board with him, and suddenly he just stopped on track and then teleported backwards. So there was some desyncing or connection issues there.
He might have just had a stutter as well. So
Yeah, I mean, it looked like that. Yeah.
so he's either gonna go in the pits here, which I think would be the smart call. 4 minutes left. Go in the pits, wait it out, and maybe do 2 runs if needed. Which is what he will do. He will go into the pits.
Yes, you will. As I just noticed that what F1 has done to everyone is they've reset
Yeah,
the
2 miles per hour.
Yep.
I just noticed that as well when he said in the pit lane. How do you switch
Oh,
that?
Boy, I think you have to go into your gameplay settings and then change it from there. Let me see there.
I'll do it as well.
Can I even do that?
No.
Telemetry settings? No? Oh, crap.
On-screen
On-screen
display.
There we go.
Neon, they reset the speed to miles per hour from kph.
Yeah, on the whatchamacallit, yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I updated the game 3 minutes before I joined the lobby, so
Always on time. But yeah, as Neon Ray said in chat as well, that's not a great start from him because he's currently sitting in P20, a full grid by the way, with no time set on the board.
yeah, full grid on Suzuka. This is gonna be quite a race. And turn 1 in Suzuka. Let's talk about that turn 1. It's the rundown to it. It's not too long. It's kind of halfway, right? It's not like
not
as short as
short
it's
either.
not Baku
No,
short.
yeah.
It's not Baku short, but it's not Monza long.
Yes.
It's like something halfway. It's also not Mexico long. Let's talk about that. That's quite long. But
Mexico long is just absurdly long though.
like for Mexico, I could go make a cup of coffee as well by the time they get to turn 1.
Yep, pretty much. I don't. Okay. 2 cars are out on track. One of them is Trevor Linden, and the other one is Will. Will is driving without a front wing, and he just took out some stuff and almost got into the way of a couple of drivers, but hey ho. That's weird.
As Neon Race is starting his lap here, so if I'm on board with Neon, turn 1, actually the run is quite long since there's gonna be someone going side by side into turn 1 here, and then turn 2 as well.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that everyone's gonna get through turn 1 nicely. Oh, as Neon Race has a moment through the S's. As Sanix is sneezing into my ears.
Luckily, I have a mute key bound.
Yeah. Neon Race is really not even. Is he?
No, he aborted the
Wait,
lap.
he's not even pushing. So he has to get over the line within 40 seconds to start another lap on these softs. So if he wants to put a time on the board, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I don't know if the spectator glitch is still a thing though.
I don't remember if that was fixed in the patch notes.
Sorry about that, Eddie. I'm completely killing you here.
It's all right.
I don't know, man. Something about. I guess I'm allergic to Suzuka. I need to open this again.
Something about F1 that makes you allergic. I believe Ocean Chief was improving by around 4/10, but unfortunately I think he invalidated. So he's not going to be improving his time. Well, he pretty much set the exact same time as he had before. Der Hammer actually has set himself into P2 with a 26.6. Owen, I believe, still on provisional pole with the time he set earlier, as Danny retires from the session.
On track though.
Sonny getting a sneaky bit of slipstream down the straight into 130R. Looking to improve that time. Didn't see any of his sector times yet, but about to cross the line. And we'll see if that's enough to put him on pole. And yes, it is.
Okay, so that's Sonny taking
26.5.
provisional pole. I wasn't on board with Sonny at all there. I was I'm staying on Neon Rays because he's still the one that really. Oh, is Blinda and Sonny? And Sonny already improved. Blinda improves as well.
Yeah, Blinda just snuck up into P2 and with 8 thousandths a faster of a time compared to Owen. So Owen really needs to put a time on the board if he wants to improve, but I don't think he is because he's not even using ERS anymore.
Neon Rays is on a lap. Got through the final chicane, and this seemed like a good lap so far. So let's see what this is going to be. It's going to be a 26.5, and Neon Rays actually puts it on pole.
Oh, okay. From
He's
P20
just-
to P1 on one lap. So, yeah,
He was just baiting. Baiting reactions, I guess.
pretty much.
And he's desyncing all over the place now.
Looks like, okay. As Danny has told us that he missed the pit entry, which made him retire from the session. So yeah.
Just
Ocean
gonna
Chief
open
actually
this.
also improved. He was sitting in P15, P16, but now he's up into P8 as the lobby is doing crazy things. There we go. That was qualifying. That was over quickly.
Yeah, that really was qualifying. We have Neon Rays and pole, Sonny P2, 2,200s in between them. Really close.
Yeah.
Then we
Two
have
poles on the
Blinda
first row.
P3. Oh wait, my nose is killing me for some reason. I don't know. Then we have Blinda P3, who's 1/10 off. Owen and Blinda as well, really close to each other. 800
Same
separates
with
them.
their hammer, yeah.
And their hammer as well, 900s behind Owen as well. So really close up there in the top four. Grana P5 was 4/10 off a pole, so he was a bit
Yeah,
further
then
back
there
from
was,
the group there.
I believe P4, 5, 6 were within a tenth of each other, so had a pretty tight grid at the top, but then the times dropped away towards the whatchamacallit, the back end of the grid. And the weather still looks pretty gleamy. Gloomy? Gleamy. What is that?
Gleamy?
Is that a word?
What's a gleam? Please
I don't
enlighten-
know.
Tell us.
A gloomy.
What does
I don't know
gleamy
what that
mean?
word is. I just invented it. My brain was like, "Hey, that's a word now," and then I said it, and then I realized that it's not a word. So I regret
Gleamy
it.
weather. Is that like when it
No.
just feels magical? That's what I would associate. the word
Maybe.
to.
I don't know. I guess we could have that as the word.
Gleaming is a word, I swear. You know, I'm
Is
actually okay. You know what? I'm gonna search this up. I'm really curious now if gleamy is a word. Okay. Gleamy dictionary.
Oh, that's complete the
Oh,
opposite
we have
of
my boy
gloomy.
Neth in chat as well. How you doing, Neth? We are doing
Oh,
really
boy.
good. No bias, Neth. No bias. Hashtag for Neth. Leader, telemetry, lab data. Wasn't there supposed to be that penalty thing enabled as well?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh,
what
Kimmy.
was- Kimmy disqualified. Oh, he never got off the line. Okay.
Kimmy.
Okay.
Okay, gleaming. It's an adjective of a smooth
It is.
surface reflecting light. Why did my... Okay. Reflecting light, typically because very clean or polished.
Yeah, see, that's not what this.
I
oh.
might say something here that might come out as offensive, but
Oh,
this qualifying
boy.
was really polished when we have a polished 1-2.
First of all, you don't say Polish like that.
I know, but...
Oh my. Oh no! Don't stop. That was horrible. Please don't.
I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm retiring for commentary.
So there's stuff has happened. Kimi didn't start off the line for the formation lap, and Will and Zach collided, I believe, going into turn 1. So they disqualified themselves. But yeah.
Yeah, I still wonder what the weather is actually gonna be like.
I would assume that it would be a dry race, but of course I can't really tell, because more people outside of top 10 would probably go for mediums in that case if the race was if the rain was coming later on. But
Yeah, we
as you
really
said,
only do have 3 drivers on mediums, which are Aceboy, Trevor, and Gerla.
yeah, and surprisingly, Grease in 11th is also on the softs, which is a weird decision to do. But hey, I mean, he knows better, I guess.
Okay, you ready for the start? I hope I don't need to sneeze during the first lap, because
I don't know, you've been sneezing like 17,000 times.
actually
in
it
the
was
last 5
only
minutes.
7 times, but okay, whatever.
I mean,
Okay, 4 DNFs in chat. Okay, that doesn't matter right now. Actually, it's gonna matter in a couple minutes.
oh boy.
But we got 5 red lights, and we have a jump start in the back. Actually, not a jump start. That's Frobsy who just what? And off the line there we go. I think Haas got a really good start, and off the line Sonny gets the better start off of Neon Rays, and Owen also jumps Blinda going side by side into turn 1. Blinda and Owen and Neon Rays and Sonny as well. All of them keeping it clean. I think Neon Rays will get the position here since he has the inside for the first S, and Blinda now jumps Sonny as well. Actually still going side by side. Sonny has a moment, loses to Owen as well. Owen goes up to P3. Granite up P5 now as well. Stays where he started. No chaos down the back as well. And there's someone who goes wide and keeps it. That's Danny, who loses the position to Bornwolf. So Danny gets up a place as well. Looking further down the line, Ocean Chief is in P8, and there is chaos now in the back. There's someone who's around, and I think that's Zach. And there's quite a bit of people around. We have Hammer who spun around, and I think no, it wasn't Hammer. Who did spin around? Oh, and the Ferrari of Will. Was it Will? I think it was Will. Hit the racing point of Trevor there in the hairpin.
Gorilla's on the back of the grid because something's happened. Zach has already retired from the session.
Oh,
He
and
is
there's
out.
a racing point that went around, and I think he's reset the track
And
there.
we have a full car safety car. That, okay. Yeah. I missed the entire start because I was looking through my friends list to get Frobsy back into the session, but it seems like as if he's completely vanished off the face of the earth, so I can't get him back in. There we go.
So that's the start. Okay.
That
It
was
w-
a start.
It would have been funny if I was actually still muted because I was sneezing. So Danny's in the pits. I'm thinking to repair.
Wait, were you muted this entire
No,
time?
no. I wasn't.
Oh my. Oh, you can't spook me like that.
That would have been quite funny though.
That would have been. We would have both been silent, just sitting here,
Laughing.
just stream rolling. Oh no.
I would just close the stream after that, I think. Alright, boys, I think it can't get better
That
than
would
the
be-
silent lap 1.
The absolute height of professionalism, right there.
Yeah, definitely. So Neon, Blinda, and Owen. Sonny really losing out a lot on that opening lap. One side by side with Neon Rays. Neon had the inside for the first part of the S's. Then it obviously switched back to Sonny. Then again back to Neon. So when it switched back to Neon, I think Sonny already fell back a bit, and because he made a mistake or something happened. Oh, when they get 5-second penalties. I see the fact they have a penalty now on the spectator screen,
Oh yeah, you do.
but please tell me how much, if you already put it. Can I like enable it? or something?
Is there a setting for that?
Oh, detailed penalties.
Where?
Well, the spectator menu, you can go detail and then do penalties.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Ah.
That's cool.
Okay, so it tells you. Oh no, Ace Boy and Will are changing positions on track. Propsy as well has returned to the session, and people are changing positions still. That's not going to be great because that's going to cause penalties to happen.
Well, didn't they fix it? The safety car glitch? Tilda's asking in chat. Oh, never mind. They didn't fix it.
That would explain. That would answer your question about the safety car glitch.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
They didn't fix it. Anyway, still in chat is asking how long the hards last. I don't know. If Triton's still here, I feel like he would be the person that knows, or one of the people that knows the most. Besides, of course, the tier 3 drivers, I would expect them to know quite well as well, since I'm guessing quite a few of them did some practice.
One would assume, yes. But a lot of people opting to stay out on those softs, clearly considering them to be the way better race tire than the hards. But the people that have gone over to hards or mediums, I would assume they either had damage or then, well, you wouldn't go to hards unless it was actually, going to be a dry race, so that's pretty much just telling me that there's not going to be any rain.
Hards
okay?
will go to the end. Yeah, that's Triton.
Okay.
Thank you. That's the info we needed. Private nursing home. Cheers for Ocean Chief. Why do you laugh at that one, Eddie? It's not nice to laugh.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I did listen to what you said. So I just defaulted to laughing, you know, like you usually do.
Whatever. Alright, do you think they're staying on softs because there could be rain? Please tell me there's gonna be rain. Can I just do a weather report? Jeff, hello? I want the weather.
We don't have a Jeff.
Not yet. Please, Podies, please, give us a Jeff. I think safety car's gonna go win this lap.
You sure about that? Oh, no.
Oh.
That was a penalty.
Never mind. The safety car's staying out quite a bit. This is what, third lap now? It's gonna stay out?
Nope.
No, it's coming in.
It is coming in. Yeah, that's a pretty late safety car coming in. So
let's see
hopefully
what Neon
the restart will be carnage.
Linda's all over Neon already. This Hammer gets a 5-second penalty for collision with. Oh, and Neon goes wide there. What's happening? Neon just swerved back into Blinda and I think it pushed him. I don't know what happened there. So
Blinda is not really giving any space to Owen on the inside, and now they're going to go side by side into turn 1. No, they're not. I lied, and Ocean Chief's around.
Oh, no.
Something happened there. He was close to the back of, I believe, Ace Boy and or Will. I don't know which one. And they must have had contact because he went around there.
This was really messy from the restart. Neon, I think, went off track, lost it. I think crashed into Blinda, pushed Blinda wide. Blinda then covered off from Owen as well. So I really don't know what happened there. And especially I didn't see what happened to Ocean Chief, but Ocean Chief is now far way back behind everyone. And my timings, I think, are messed up. Wait, no, this is gap to leader. Give me this.
Oh. That's the wrong gap.
Yeah, gap to leader as well.
Will is defending his position from Durhammer and Grease, but Durhammer doesn't go for the move on the inside on Spoon, as Grease actually gets bumped from behind by Fropsy, and Fropsy is trying to go past him as well.
Oh, and in front also Hammer
flag.
and Will. Hammer getting past Will. I think there was a bit of contact in between them, and out through 130R. Is he gonna go for it? Fropsy on the inside and actually gets it done as well. What a move through 130R.
Curse and Danny as well. Danny is dropping like a stone.
Riz is coming back at him through the chicane. Fropsy keeps it. Grease goes a bit on the grass, and this is going to put him under attack from Kimmy, who will get the position onto Grease as well here. And
Danny makes a move on Kurtz in the last corner.
And Curse is going to fight back into turn 1. Turn 2 now, still going side by side. Danny's on the slower tire here. Curse is on those soft. Danny's on those fresh mediums. So, yeah, Danny keeps the position for now, but Curse is all over.
Yeah. Will just went really wide into turn 1 and then came back on the circuit like an idiot, as Lance Troll would say, and then rejoined the track like an idiot. and
say that,
almost.
dude.
What?
It's fine. You're quoting.
I'm quoting
You're quoting
the
my
driver.
favorite driver, so I'll let you slide. As the sky is becoming. Oh, as Grease is going for a dive on Kimi in the hairpin. That was quite
Yes,
a
he
late
did.
move, but he didn't make it work, and now Danny's all over the back of him. And is Danny gonna get the position here? Going into Spoon, gonna go side by side. Vettel didn't have the best time doing this. As Grease is looking, Curse is looking on the inside of Danny. Is Danny? Oh, that was a really good move from Curse actually. And Kimmy's gonna move on to Will here, and so will Grease onto. Oh, and Grease on Will actually pushes Grease off track there.
Oh, and Grease is around, and Will has also gotten bumped in there as well, and Danny is gonna let Fubar
That was
by.
really close. Grease on the rejoin went in between two cars. Would have been a massive collision if.
Danny's actually gonna dive into the pits here and just get it slowed down before the line. Fubar and Trevor Linden swapping positions on the main straight. But, looking at the incidents here, I believe a certain Ferrari driver has been involved in every one of these. And that's not great.
There's a yellow flag, and
exactly
that's
when
Bournemouth was around. No, and he has damage as well.
into the wall. Out of the S's. Too enthusiastic on the throttle.
That's actually Dunlop corner. Please get your names right. I
Dunlop
can't believe
corner?
how unprofessional you are. Something like that.
I'm very sorry, but I didn't actually look at the corners. Granati's actually looking for a move
Ocean
on
Chief gets
Fubar here.
past.
Will is once again traveling somewhere different than the track. Rejoins fairly dangerously once again. Almost cuts off Bornwolf. And they're still fighting for P10 with Trevelyan and Granat and Fubar. No other fights going on the track right now. They're hammer on the back of Ace Boy.
Owen,
Ace Boy is
Owen
on
and
those
Sonny, Owen and
mediums.
Sonny. Owen going for a move onto Sonny in the last chicane. Sonny keeping it on the inside actually has to take a bit of the chicane, cut it, because he went deep, and Owen gets the position here. But Sonny's gonna get the position back. I think Owen lifted, so I think Owen let him get the position back. I feel like he might have thought he made a mistake or pushed him off, so that's,
Yep.
I guess, nice to see from Owen.
This Curse has dove into the pits. Bornwolf did the same, but got the 5-second penalty for spinning in the pit line, so quite a few penalties popping up
He also had a
already at
penalty
this
from
point.
before. Zach leaves the session, so Zach retired early on. Leaves the session now.
Yep.
Up in front, Owen and Sonny
Curse
still.
and Bornwolf both changing their wings in the pits, which explains why they've hopped in there.
Bornwolf deciding to go onto the hards here. Danny went onto the mediums. So Danny went onto a second set of mediums here. So he's either looking to get to the end on them, which I think would be what you'd want at this point. You don't want
Sonny
to
and
pit
Blinda.
every time. Oh, what happened there?
Sonny just made a move on Blinda in the run up to Spoon.
And Uniraze is just pulling away with it here. He's already 3 seconds clear of P2.
Yep, it's because everyone else behind him is fighting for position and doing overtakes and whatnot. He just has clean air and drive away with it.
Also, the fact this track only has one DRS zone, which is the main straight. Yeah, the back straight having a DRS zone there would really not be beneficial or not be safe, because DRS open through 130R is basically a death sentence.
Pretty much.
At least it was last time I drove an F1 car on Assetto Corsa on Suzuka.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine going 320 kph through 130R would be nice with DRS open, and Fubar was looking for a move on Ocean Chief into turn 1 there, but realized that he was too far back and didn't want to dive up the side pod of
There's
Ocean.
a yellow flag, and that's I think Grease.
That's Grease,
Yeah,
yep.
off a Spoon. But back to Ocean Chief and Fubar here. Ocean Chief did spin on those tires, didn't pick up any damage from the looks of it, since he kept on
Linda and
going.
Owen going side by side into the what's it called?
Hairpin.
The hairpin.
It's not a
And
chicane.
Blinda actually, Blinda actually just squeezed Owen to the outside, and Owen was off track, and now he's down into P8.
This is really bad for Owen here.
Yes, it is.
I just missed that as well, so my eyes are on really unimportant things as Grease retires from the session in the pits. So that's 2 retirements so far. Someone in chat earlier said 4, so at this rate it's gonna be even more. As Granite is on the back of Owen here, and Granite is gonna go past as well. Yeah, as I was saying also, Ocean Chief did spin on those tires and did stay out, so those tires are probably not in the best shape either.
It's true. Blinda is going to go into the pits and most likely going for those medium tires. No, he is going to pit on the hards and is now stuck in the pits. And now gets going. That was weird.
Interesting.
What has happened to Neon Rays?
Wait, Neon Race? Oh no,
What has happened to
did he
Neon
spin?
Rays? Oh, and he's about to spin again.
So
have
Neon
a
Race is
puncture?
struggling as well. No, it's not a... What's happening? Is it a puncture?
I don't know, but his car is acting like he has a puncture, but I don't think he does. Is his tires just hooked? As Blinda has retired from the session, it's VSC? What?
Blinda died in the S's.
Okay. Yes, he did.
So what
Looking
was
at Born
looking to be a
Wolves.
really bad race for Owen turned to be a good race for Owen because all he needs is to just pull a gap on Neon Race. So as long as Neon doesn't gain points on Owen, that's fine for Owen. And at this rate, Owen is basically in front of Neon.
Well, he is.
Oh, so Neon, yeah, Neon probably spun and just has overheated tires, so he's just struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if you have overheated tires in the S's, you're not getting
Thank
through
you,
the
Till.
S's without
Thank
spinning.
you, Till. Me and Eddie are just too...
Yeah, our brain capacities aren't big enough to
Yeah,
figure this
if you
out.
combine our IQs, it's like 5, give or take.
It's slower than that. Because of me, not because of you.
Sonny
Oh.
actually goes into the pits, and Curse gets a drive-through for speeding under VSC.
Oh, and Fropsy tried to make a move on Ace Boy on the restart, but went way too wide into turn 1 and lost out, and now almost a second behind as well. So, interestingly enough, Granat is now was 6 seconds behind Fropsy and Ace Boy, but timings are going down. Owen is up to P4.
Yeah, he
Now
is.
what-
Owen is back to a really good position here. To answer your question, Chad, what happened to Blinda? Blinda, we think, died in the S's.
He died in
which-
the S's,
yeah,
yes. It
which
was
caused
the
the
exit
VSC.
out of turn
Iconic.
4, I think?
Yeah, one of those turns, basically. It,
Yeah,
it was
w-
in the S's, so...
It was in the S's, yes. But completely underestimated the grip that his hard tires would have, and then just overcooked it into the wall, I guess. But wait, when did Owen get back into P4? How
Well,
did that happen?
He was P8. So Blinda retired, Neon Ray spun, Sonny pit.
Sonny Pit.
So that's 3 positions, and then he just
Speaking
probably
of
overtook-
Sonny, he's over to boosted. I'm so confused. I've lost track of everything that's happened, and Owen is actually diving into the pits
So is the Ocean
and
Chief
gets the 5-second penalty for
Neon. Oh no. Neon couldn't get it stopped, and I think tapped the back of Ocean Chief going into the pits. I don't think Ocean Chief got a penalty for it. I don't think Neon
I
got
don't
a
think
penalty. but-
Neon got a penalty for that either. Neon is
Uh,
actually going to pit for the mediums to the end.
Oh wait, he's
and-
being held though. Why?
Probably because of Owen? Or was that a penalty? Do they serve a penalty after pitting now?
I'm really confused.
So am I.
2.6 seconds off of Owen here. So yeah, he's really the car behind Owen now.
Yep.
But did Owen have to wait as well? As I get a Steam message. Wow.
Wow.
Who?
Professional.
Stop messaging me, please.
Oh, Curse is has Austin Powers it into the pit lane,
I
and
got
it was
another
currently
Steam
sideways in the at the entry. Don't know what happened there, but I can't believe that he would be continuing his race unless he really wants to. But currently, looking at the grid, after everything's calmed down, after the mess that we've had from lap 1, Trevor, Linden, and Granata are in pretty good positions on those hards.
So because I said stop messaging me, I got like 50 more million messages. I know Tild and I know tried to message me for sure. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. Sonny is in P5 right now. Next car in front of him is Gurla, his teammate, on older tires, so I think that will be
Fropsy has pit onto the hards. Fubar gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And well, I was about to say that I don't know if the hards are the right decision to go to the end right now, because you're already on lap 12 if it's a soft medium track, but I mean, I guess if you don't trust yourself with the tires, and this Fropsy almost does the blinda there and actually rejoins the track really dangerously, and Danny goes into the side pod of Fropsy's car, and now Ocean is on the back of those.
do you have Triton out on this team?
I do.
Invite him to the session.
I shall. I can't.
Why?
Wait. Maybe I'll have to do it this way. I'll have to do it this way.
Kimmy and Will fighting here. I don't think Kimmy is most confident fighting Will. Will has been in quite a few accidents this race so far. As Triton joins, and I think it causes a bit of a lag there for Will, but Kimmy gets past. Going through it.
Is overtake on, and
and Will goes for it in 130R.
That is not the way to do that there, and that's a position for Kimmy. Danny is on the back of Will there, and that would be right for the takings, and is just going to sail past. Thank you very much, he says. Fropsy also on the back of Will now. Is Will going to try to fight this back on Danny? Oh god, they're going to go too wide into turn 1, and Will goes into the back of Danny's car, and Fropsy gets around without any incident happening to him.
And you know, Will is getting into more and more accidents, but he's
now he just brake checked Owen as well. What is this racecraft? Get this man out of here now. Oh, Owen just... What happened? I think Owen's lagging.
Oh
boy.
no, do you remember back in France when Owen like had a stutter and got teleported back every now and then?
Yes, I do.
Oh!
And Will again
What is he
in the
doing?
middle of an accident once again, and rejoins the track now. Everyone just got ghosted, and that just happened. Fropsy's around. Oh boy, is he around. And that's more damage for his car, which will allow Owen and Neon Race to go past.
I think Neon and Owen and barged Will off the road, and as bad as it sounds, I think it's fully deserved.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's just been some really bad stuff from Will right there.
Yeah.
As I think. Oh, and Will just hits the back of Born Wolf here, breaking late into the chicane. Will is just.
I don't think we should give that person any more screen time. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not giving a good light.
Owen and Neon Race fighting to turn 1. They're side by side going through it. That's clean racing there. That's what Will should be looking at as well. Fropsy gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That can't be any more continuation for him for this race. Owen and Neon Race still fighting, but Owen's dropped back about 4/10 through the S's. Neon goes a little bit wide on the Dunlop corner. Is that what it's called? Or are you messing with me?
No. It's Dunlop on the exit of the S's. So the last corner from the S's is Dunlop.
Cool.
I think.
Cool.
Also, to answer Phil Mitchell's question that's been asked quite a bit ago, currently Owen and Danny are leading the constructors from Neon and... Wait, is Fropsy a full-time in Williams now? Let me check real fast. Yes, from Neon and Fropsy in Williams by 50 points or so. So Haas is leading the championship. You know, I think it should slowly start looking at when someone wins the championship or not.
Pretty much. Hammer is making a move on Boosted Mess on the main straight. DRS and ERS assisted, so that's an easy move into turn 1.
Yeah, so Will is not close to anyone on track right now, luckily. But yeah, we have Sonny who's on the back of Trevor here. Sonny's on the faster tire, and Boosted Mess I think just got overtaken by Hammer as well. Yeah, I think you were talking about
Owen and Neon Race once again side by side into turn 1. Now they're going side by side into turn 2, and Owen has to yield to let Neon Race by. He had the better line into that corner, and Owen is still, I believe, lagging a little bit, just dropping back quite severely because of a stutter. Sonny's on the back of Trevor Linden going into Spoon. Are they going to go side by side? Yes, they are. And Sonny is actually going to let Trevor Linden go first because he had his nose in first into the corner. But Trevor does not have any ERS left, and Sonny is just going to look for the inside and just going to sail past on the straight before 130R, and that's him into P3.
Yeah, that was an easy move for him. Boosting, so it makes me think, how is overtake going to be towards the end of the race? We don't really see people with too many penalties. 14 laps with softs, Will.
That's a Galaxy Blur. I can't.
This is some idiots level of tire management right here on Will.
Yes, it is. With
Dragon,
23
Will
seconds
is showing the good strategy on track. 14 laps on softs. Those tires look dead.
I don't know how Will hasn't been disqualified yet, because he has 34 seconds of penalties. But I'll leave that up to Codemasters to decipher, because we clearly can't. And Kimi and Danny are actually going side by side into turn 1 and turn 2 as well. And now Kimi, once again, being on the outside into turn 2 is not the greatest.
Oh, and that's an AlphaTauri who's around. It's not Ace Boy, it's Boosted Mess who lost it to Dunlop. So he's actually gonna lose positions here to quite a few drivers. Those medium tires are gonna be overcooked. So Danny goes past. Kimi's gonna go past as well. Will he? Kimi goes past. Ocean Chief goes past. So he loses 3 positions. Oh, and he loses it again. Oh,
yeah, that's the overheated tires and tried to put too much pace into them before they were cooled down enough. And oh, he parks in the middle of the apex there, and but Bornwolf gets through without any major incident happening, and then he tried to put the throttle down again when his tires were melting. That's not how you can get away.
No.
Oh boy.
No. This is
Oh, no.
Hollow. Kimi has FPS issues. Fropsy
That
retires.
is
Where?
Yep, and that's
Fropsy
a
retires in the
VSD.
S's of the... What's happening?
I don't know. I feel like Codemasters is just pooping themselves right now because the lobby seems to be a little iffy. Will gets to drive through under speeding, under safety. Okay. How has he not been? There we go.
Will gets disqualified from the session. Okay.
And VST is already over. I was wondering why Ocean Chief is making a move on Kimi, but VST was already over. And that was a quick one in that case, and Ocean just made a move on Kimi. Kimi just caught Kimi napping, and that was bye-bye Ocean.
Yeah, so my driver of the day sadly got disqualified, but that's 5 cars out of the race so far. Quarter of the field. Wait. Yeah, quarter of the field is out. Wait, 5 is quarter of 20, right? Yeah.
No, what? Is it? Oh, yes, it is.
It is. It is.
It is. It
so
definitely
Sonny,
is.
So,
oh
you know,
boy.
through all of that, Sonny is already up to P3 now. And it's basically, that's net P1. Because he still needs to do 10 laps in those tires. As Acebo is actually pitting from the lead. Acebo did 16 laps in those mediums.
Yep.
So Sonny's going to have to do one up, so 17 laps in those mediums.
Yeah, and he's well, DRS assisted now, but he's gonna have to get close enough to Granat here to get past him and then defend for his life for that for P1, because Granat is probably going to the end on those tires. However, they will feel absolutely horrible at the end of that stint.
Yeah,
But,
so for everyone in chat that still hasn't seen this, as you might have noticed, F1 added those funny black and white stripes or flags by everyone's tires. So in the spectator menu, if you just do this funny thing and go to penalties, you actually see how many penalties everyone has. So we don't need to look at a race director now for every specific person. And as we can see, Trevor has a 5-second penalty. Owen has a 5-second penalty, which I feel like might get appealed and removed towards the end of the race. I think that is a collision. Oh no, that's the speeding in the pit lane one. Never mind.
Yep.
Bornwolf has a 5-second penalty, and Fubar has 11 seconds. So yeah, that's the penalties. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week.
it's alright.
Yeah, Aceboy, first softs is behind Ocean Chief now, so I think Aceboy will be looking for a move onto Ocean Chief anytime here. It's actually Ocean Chief and Danny close to each other as well, so...
I believe if Sonny gets a good enough exit out of the last chicane here, he's probably going to make a move on Sonny and Gerla and Kimmy fighting into Spoon. Gerla going past.
It's quite a
Sonny
way off
is
though.
too far back and only gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Or for multiple warnings, sorry.
Owen is
But
really
that's-
close to the back of Neon Race here. So, you know, I did say that Neon needs to outscore Owen, but he needs to outscore him for much more than 1 point.
Yeah, the problem for Owen here is that he has 8 seconds of penalties now, so... Oh, what's going on there? There's quite a bit of position changes going on with P5, P6, P7.
So Danny
That's
actually
eight.
lost positions to both Aceboy and Ocean Chief. He was in front of them.
Hmm.
So I think that DRS on the main straight let Ocean Chief get close, and Aceboy on the faster tire was obviously faster than both of them with a better exit out of the chicane. So my
Absolutely.
bet is on that happening.
Yep. The thing is here, Aceboy has pit onto those soft tires, so unless we're going to see major changes here, he's probably going to go for that fastest lap pretty soon. And then get that extra point and probably stay in P5 unless Ocean does a miracle, but those softs must feel way better than those mediums for either Danny or Ocean.
Is Grana gonna go to the end of those hards though?
I believe he will, because even if he's slow in pace, he's just going to try to hold up Sonny as much as he can and just defend the position.
Rather
And
than
if
them
Sonny
picking up
gets
3
past,
seconds.
which he looks like he's going to try to do here,
On the outside, there's no space on the outside to go wrong, so he needs to stay back 1 more lap.
yep, as a Durhammer actually gets the fastest lap of the race, currently at 29.3 on 9-lap-old mediums. Where are my telemetry things? They have disappeared. There they are.
Aceboy fastest lap, 29.7 on those softs, so he beat that.
He probably gonna go a little bit quicker on this lap as well.
Yeah, will Gerla maybe fight that one as well, since Gerla is on first softs as well, and Gerla is
That is
actually
true.
catching up to that Ocean Chief Danny pack as well, so Gerla on the faster tires might get in front of them as well.
That is correct.
I don't want to speak for the FIA, but I'm not a part of the FIA, but yeah, I think Will I feel like Will will get
Wanna
some,
try that one again?
Can you stop interrupting me? This is using a lot of my brain capacity to get it through. I think Will get some sanctions. That was
mean-
easy to say.
There we go.
Sonny getting ever so close to the back of Granite here. Is that even the right thing to say?
Yeah,
It felt
sure, you can
it felt
say that.
nice. It felt like I actually know how to speak proper English. As Sonny's going for a move onto Granite here into the inside of turn 1. Granite's not gonna fight it. He knows he's on the slower tire. 17 laps in those hards already. Sonny needs to do 6 more on those mediums to get to the end. Or actually 7 since the lap only did start.
Yep. We have a little bit of a train going on from P5 to P8. Gerla actually gets the fastest lap here and it's going to make a move on to Danny into T1.
was really close.
Almost came together. Yeah, there's not a lot of space on the inside on that either, and you really have to brake going into the corner. Owen is actually going to pit for, I believe, soft tires to try to take away the fastest lap point from the top. and he's actually going to serve his 5-second penalty as well. So Owen going to be out of the points today, unfortunately.
Yeah, Neon Race is just barely in the points. Or as I say that, he is on the back of Kimi here. So will he go for Kimi? If you know, then he's gonna get 2 points. But those 2 points might be crucial towards the end of the season. So the strat is soft hard or soft medium? The strat is if there would be no safety cars or no VSCs, then I would say it would definitely be a soft medium. Yeah, don't overcook your softs, basically, what Icewind said. So, Neon Ray's on the back of Kimi here, and seems like he is the faster car of the two right now. So let's see if he's gonna go for a move anytime soon. As Kimi actually gets a bit of the grass there on the exit of Spoon. Doesn't seem it's affecting his top speed too much. He's not boosting either. There's a yellow flag right in front of them. Actually, never mind, it's not in front of them. That's, I think, Fubar, who was around on the exit of Dunlop, yeah, and lost a bit of his end plate. And yeah, that's about it.
Yep, and it was very crucial for Sonny to get by Granat there because he's already 1.5 seconds ahead.
Neon
Rays
on the outside of Kimi for turn 1. They're gonna go side by side on the outside. Neon Rays gets the job done on the outside of turn 1. I think Kimi didn't fight that one too much. So yeah, that was a nice move from Kimi, from Neon Rays. Nice defending from Kimi. Didn't fight it too hard since I think he knows as well that Neon Rays is a bit faster. So yeah.
Oh, as Gerla gets it wrong out of the exit from what's that corner called?
Dugner 2.
Yes. Oh, and Danny actually pokes Gerla in the rear tire and almost spins him around, and now this pack here has separated a little bit. They were really tight together from the earlier corners, but there's a bit of space between them.
Yeah, Gerla is on the faster tire, but he needs to get a move on here. He needs to get past Ocean Chief. And Ocean Chief actually doing a really good job staying super close to Aceboy as well. Aceboy is in those first softs, and Ocean Chief 10-lap old mediums, but guys, don't worry. He's too slow for tier 3, so he's not racing here often.
Hammer makes a move on Trevor Linden for P3 up at the top, and I believe Trevor is going to unfortunately drop down from him now because there's a lot of corners on this track, and those hard set 20 laps won't feel great. And as Granat gets a 3-second time penalty.
That's so crucial towards the end of the race as well. But
yeah, if Granat, if Der Hammer actually now asks Jeff for the penalties for the car in front, he will start pushing really hard to get that 3-second time gap to Granat there.
I think both Hammers and Granats and Sonny's and Trevor's, of course, tires will be hanging on a needle, on a thread, whatever you want to call it.
Hanging by a thread? Oh, that's yellow flag in sector 1, and that's Fubard around in the same spot again.
Spinning to get back on track on the right position is not really good on this track, since your tires will go brr, and yeah. So will your car in the next few turns.
They will definitely go brr, as Ocean is having some issues with his tires here in this straight, and that's allowing Gerla to get really close to him. Is he gonna make a move into 130R?
Oh,
Ocean already derating on the straight, but no, Gerla's not gonna make him to move into the 130R.
Into the chicane. Comes up the inside on the outside. Gerla's trying to go on the outside. They're still going side by side. Gerla stays back though. Gerla looks for
great defending from Ocean, but good attempt from Gerla as well.
But he's gonna have DRS here, so will Ocean. They're fighting. This is allowing Aceboy to pull away. Gerla with the better exit again with the softer tires. He got better traction, but I don't think he's gonna go for it into turn 1 this time. Closing up, but not close enough. And Ocean Chief actually still staying close to Aceboy, still gaining time onto him into that turn 1 and turn 2, even though Aceboy is on the faster tire here.
Yeah, and surprisingly, the gap from Aceboy and to Trevor Linden hasn't really gone down from these laps. He's on a way better tire than Trevor, but he's just not been closing in.
And Gerla is gaining
all over the back of Ocean here. That's not a place where you can overtake, and Danny unfortunately gets another 3-second time penalty, and that's his dreams for that position gone.
I feel like Ocean Chief could go much faster. I feel like he is He's faster than Ace Boy right now. Yeah, but that's just a theory, a game theory.
That's the theory. Yeah, Danny's got 6 seconds of penalty, so Neon Ray is being 6.1 seconds behind Danny. He just needs to speed up a little bit, and he'll get P8.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
What?
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Yellow flag.
Okay.
Oh.
It's still full bar.
It's the Ferrari Driver Academy strat, guys. Don't worry about it. We got
So this.
So back to this fight for P6 on track here. Neon Ray 6.2 off of Danny. Will he be able to stay close? Danny's gonna have to pit. Danny's gonna have to pit.
What do you mean?
He's on 18 lap old mediums.
Yeah.
The people we saw pit earlier from mediums were 16 laps, 17 tops. No, it was actually 16 because Ace Boy, Gurla, and Boosted all pitted on the same lap.
Yeah.
And that was 16 lap old mediums.
He's gonna have to try to nurse them to the end. Oh, that's a 3-second time penalty for Gurla as well. So, oh boy, that's his hopes of getting a position up front gone, because it's gonna allow them to get a gap. At least Ocean Chief is, if he stays without penalties, there's no fighting for position on track here anymore. Well, besides for Ace Boy. How many penalties does Trevor Linden has? Trevor Linden has 8 seconds of penalties. So, well, that's not going to impact anything anywhere.
Girl on the back of Ocean Chief. Will he look for it into 130 yard this time around? No.
And Granat had to pit. He's pitted. He just gave away his position. Yeah. Okay.
He's not gonna lose the position to Aceboy and all of those people, but or will he?
He might.
Or will he?
No.
He's not gonna lose the position.
Or will he?
Or will he?
He's not gonna lose the position, but he's just putting himself at risk, because that's gonna mean if Ocean Chief can stay this close to both Aceboy and Granat, that's gonna mean P4.
I don't think Granat will fall off too much. Granat might. No, he's not gonna gain. Well, 5 seconds in 2 laps is completely doable.
It is,
especially on first softs at this point of the race, where you're basically running quali field almost. As the girl is all over the back of Ocean Chief, and he might be going for a move into the hairpin on the outside of Ocean Chief. Will he get the traction on the corner that he needs? No, it doesn't look like he will. With overtake on, he's gonna derate as well. Owen picks up another 3-second time penalty. So Owen in P12, 25 seconds off of Bornwolf. And Gurla looking on the outside of Spoon, going on the grass. Still hanging on the outside, but he can't get it done. Ocean Chief keeps the position. Really good driving from Ocean Chief. Actually, from both of them right here. But Gurla just can't get past, can't find the gap to go past Ocean Chief here. So Danny closed up a bit more into Gurla now as well.
That's correct, and Granat, I believe, has way too much of a gap to P3 to Trevor to gain anything. He's gaining a lot of time, but Trevor has 8 seconds of penalties, but Granat also has 3. So he's essentially still around 13 seconds behind, even with that penalty.
Neth, do you think I didn't mention Ocean Chief's defending? Actually, I might not have, I don't remember, but in my head I was thinking about it. I feel like I mentioned it, but it was really good defending from Ocean Chief. Really good driving from both of them.
And it seems as if P4 is slipping away from Ocean right now, unless Granat overcooks it somewhere and gets another penalty, but that doesn't seem likely. The fighting with Gurla has cost him way too much time. And no, I just cursed him.
Shut up, Eddie. You're not my friend anymore. Oh, and Ocean Chief taps the back of Aceboy a tiny bit. Nonetheless, guys, don't worry, but Ocean Chief is not fast enough for this tier.
Look at the amount of black and white flags we have on the screen.
Oh, imagine if this was Russia.
Oh
as
boy,
Sonny wins the race.
Yep.
Hammer
and
will cross the line in P2. And Trevor...
Oh, that's the fastest lap.
Oh, yeah.
On the last lap.
With 17
with
lap
17 lap old
mediums.
mediums.
Trevor, 25 lap old cards, picks up P3. Started quite a way down. Let me check actually. Started 14th, or no, wait, 14th on the grid. Finished third, so really good race from Trevor here.
Yep. Is Neon Race gonna jump Danny here? Yes, he is. So P8 for Neon Race.
That's 4
So
points.
that's 4 points. Kimmy gets a point. Born Wolf behind Kimmy in P11. Owen still hasn't crossed the line. He's far back, not even 130R yet. Oh boy, that was a race. So I also don't know why Granat gave away his P3. Maybe he wanted to give his friend Trevor the position. I don't know. That's a question I can't answer.
So Owen out of the points. Luckily for him, Neon Race didn't finish really high up on inside the top 10. Only picked up 4 points, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's 4 points closer, nonetheless, on the championship. So, looking at the gap, it's gonna go down to 25 points. Interview Trevor. Yes, general chat for interviews, everyone. I will do the interviews, or I will drag them in.
And you will do the interviews, because I'm not an interviewing man. So yeah, great race for Trevor. P14 to P3, gets that podium. Granat from P6 to P4, and with the fastest lap. Ace Boy as well, great race. Gurla as well, honorable mention. But yeah.
Well, who was your driver of the day?
Who was my driver of the day?
Yeah.
Definitely a certain Ferrari would be my driver of the day.
Oh,
No.
besides, oh, okay, who would be your honorable mention for driver of the day?
Honorable mention?
Yeah.
I'd maybe say... Who would I say? I don't know. I'd guess I would go with the with my neighbors there. Trevor Linden. P14.
Yeah, I would
P3.
agree. 25 laps.
25 laps.
Yeah.
25 laps on hards. Couldn't have been great tires to finish on, and well, he got 8 seconds of penalties. Didn't exactly keep it clean, but that's a good race result for him.
Uninstall game. Regret. Actually, no regret. Okay, time to move in some people here. Let's start off with where are people? Okay, general chat too, I guess. Hello, are you here for the interview?
Hello. I was just telling a story. You interrupted my story.
Doesn't matter. Are you here for the interview or not?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. P2.
Yeah, somehow.
Start of
I don't know
P5.
how.
So how?
Did you see?
Yeah. Sorry.
Did you see where I was after the start?
I did, but I probably forgot. So enlighten me again, or remind me.
Well, Fropsy did the good old jump start, and then I saw him in front of me disconnected. So I was distracted by his car, and then I missed the lights going out. So by the time I realized the lights were out, I was on P15. And I don't know what they were doing in the back, but those Ferrari drivers, I think they had too much Prosecco or something. Because they resembled much of a drunk man driving in a 5-lap lobby and unranked. And I'm sorry if that's harsh, but it was really wacky races. Yeah, and somehow I got through that without damage. And then there was a safety car, and I was in P9, I think. So yeah, that was the race start.
Yeah, the racing this race was something to forget. I think for a certain Ferrari driver, I would say.
Oh my god.
Don't wanna call out names, but you know, I think everyone saw what needed to be seen.
Yeah, that Will guy also. When I passed him finally after the safety car, he nearly put me into the wall or on the grass when I passed him. He was so twitchy on the straight. It was pretty scary. not gonna lie. But yeah, after I got through, I had good pace, but unfortunately, I had a 5-second penalty to serve because somebody hit. I think it was also one of the Ferrari drivers who hit me under the safety car. So yeah, that cost me the gap to Sonny. So I knew I wasn't going to close that because he had pretty similar pace. So I was just focused on getting P2, and that luckily worked.
Yeah.
Phew.
Well, P2. So how are you enjoying taking over Ocean Chief's seat?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the chance of driving in the same seat, but I wish he was still here as my teammate. But maybe he will reconsider soon.
Oh well, that wasn't his excuse being too slow because he
Yeah,
had
that's
quite a race.
bullshit.
He had quite a race today, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Something doesn't add up.
I think in qualifying he was only 2 or 3 tenths down on me, so that's pretty quick, I'd say. Or maybe I'm slow here, I don't know. But yeah, he should definitely race. No pressure, Ocean.
Yeah, no pressure, Ocean. Well, next week you got is it Mexico or Kota? It's Kota,
I think
right?
it's Kota.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to be. How do you feel about that one?
Much better than Japan, so I'm hoping to have fight more at the front than 7 seconds behind, but we'll see. It's tricky, so we'll see.
We'll see next week in that case. Yeah, thank you for coming in, and congrats again on that result.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See you next week, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna move him back there. Move Ace Boy back here. Hello, Ace Boy.
Hello.
Are you an interview guy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
He had to think about it.
um, so P5 at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got past Ocean Chief on those first softs at the point, but then you couldn't quite shake him off. How come?
Not feeling confident with this track, to be honest. I wasn't feeling confident at all. I didn't practice at all. It's one of my worst tracks, even if I did practice. So yeah.
Okay, that was a good response. Eddie, can you ask a question? Ace Boy, sorry for this, but Eddie is he's a shy Finnish person, so he doesn't ask many
Hey,
questions.
excuse me. A shy
Eddie,
Finnish
it's
person
your time
wouldn't
to
commentate.
start asking.
I don't have a question to ask.
You're so bad at this.
I am.
So P5 at the end. I don't quite remember how your start went. I think you didn't qualify the best.
I started P13. I moved up. Before the first corner, I was P8 at one point. Or P9, I'm not sure, at the start.
Yeah.
So got a good launch. But yeah, not a good race pace this time, but luckily I defended hard enough, I think, to keep the position.
Yeah, that was it was probably the race was probably entertaining mostly because of your fight there towards the end of you, Ocean Chief, Danny, and Gerla. That pack was quite fun. I'm guessing you had fun driving as well.
Yeah, sure did.
Next week you got Kota coming up. How do you feel about that one? Do you like the track?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm confident for the rest of the season now. Except for Abu Dhabi maybe, but for the rest, I'm feeling good.
Well, nonetheless, was a good P5, a fun race to watch. Thank you for coming in here. Sorry
Yeah,
about
thanks.
Eddie. He's, as I said, a shy Finnish person, so
Hey, come on now.
I'm just gonna bully you.
No worries.
Yeah, and I'll see you next time you join in. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye. Next up, we have Granite here. Hello, Granite.
Hello.
Long time no see from Monza. So,
Yeah, exactly Monza.
Yeah.
P3, I think.
Yeah, was a podium.
Yeah.
P4 today, just missed out on it. How come you decided to pit so late?
Yeah, the team on the first lap, I box, and I thought now they put on hards, but they put on mediums. So I needed to box the second lap too, after the safety car. and then I was dead last and needed to push, and I pushed it a little bit too hard. So on when it was 2 laps left to go, I have 75 wear on my tires. So I thought about not pit and get a puncture and get lost, or pit and get P4. So I pitted and yeah, get P4.
Yeah,
I'm glad for that too.
it was a good result nonetheless. Still a really good job getting those tires so far, and a good recovery drive as well. So yeah, congrats on that. You know, you definitely have the pace to be there in the podium positions for the podium fight.
Yeah, I was on the podium on Sunday too in tier 2 in the west. So,
Snatch that from me with 1/10 to go.
yeah,
So
yeah, I know. I started on the P14 then, and have a really good start. After the first few corners, I was P5, and I got the wet setup to work really well. And I have Eddie in my back last last laps, and we both drifted into the goal. So it was really fun.
Yeah, I should also be racing tier 2, but I really dislike F1 2020.
Yeah, but Japan is a really bad track, I think.
A
I
bad
hate it.
track?
This week will be terrible.
Interesting. What about Koda coming up after Japan?
Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I will get a lot of penalties, but it's a fun track to race on at least.
Well, it is one of those tracks where you just get invalidated and warnings for basically even looking off the track. So
yeah, the first sector is terrible. But I have a good pit crew in my back in Discord that's pushed me, and Asmat, my pit manager, he's really good. He's telling me the good strats.
yeah, and those strats I think definitely worked out for you today.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It was a free stopper, free pit stop. So
3 pit stops doesn't matter.
yeah,
You made it work.
yeah.
You also
Might
missed
be
out on
one on
you missed out on the
on
podium
Friday.
for what, like 3, 5, 6? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought maybe I can catch Trevor on the soft, but I couldn't. But it's better with P4 than dead last with flat tires.
Yeah, that is for sure a thing.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you for joining in. Congrats
Yeah,
on the
thanks.
P4. And yeah, I'll see you next time you come around.
See you next time. Bye.
Yeah, see you. Bye bye. On that note, my shy Finnish friend.
hello. Yes, please go on.
That voice crack. It's pretty good.
I did that myself.
Yeah,
was-
sure.
That was
Oh wait,
intentional.
Sonny. Oh, Sonny's here. Sonny, yeah. What's up, Sonny?
Hey, what's up?
I was about to end the stream.
Well, and oh my god. Okay.
I was
I
about
was
to end
going
the
to
stream, then I
based
saw
off,
Sonny join GC4, and I was like, "Aight, we gotta do this one." Sonny, race winner yet again. How does it feel after this race? Give us a rundown.
It feels even better than the previous ones because Neon Race and Owen finished in the back. It's not like I wish them bad, but I get a lot of championship points, so I have some chance to. I still have chance to catch up to them for the championship fight, even though I need 2 more races like that. It still feels really good to get to close the gap in the championship fight. And the race, I think I thought I messed it up on lap 1 when fighting Neon Race in turn 1. I just talked with him really briefly about that, and after watching it again, I should just not leave him space. I wasn't aggressive enough and allowed him to go on the outside of turn 1 and get the position back. And after that, I just had to save the car in one corner because I was suddenly losing to, I don't know who was it, I think Bornwolf. and then I came out behind Owen in the end. So instead of being P1, I was P4. But from there, couple of good overtakes, some fights with Owen, had to defend, and in the end, secured that position. Did the same with, I think it was Burnwolf, I'm not sure.
Blinde, I think, was
Oh,
the
Blinde.
person. Yeah,
All right.
Blinde was
Okay.
the person you were fighting.
So had to do some overtakes. Then I saw Neon Span, so I thought it could be easy race, just need to keep it on track. But then I realized I still need to push through people who are on hards from the safety car. But yeah, it turned out I was a bit worried with the last overtake on Granat because it wasn't that easy. My tires started going off, but from there on, it just was a really slow drive because I didn't want to go too fast. I had this option to go a bit slower and safer. I didn't even need to push to secure the win, and took advantage of that just to keep the car on track.
Yeah, so it was a basically controlled race, almost, after the pit stops.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky to catch the VSC end of it during my pit stop. So I think me and Hammer were the only drivers to benefit from the VSC.
Yeah, I saw you pit under VSC, and I was like, is that like too late? Because you just went into the pits right as the VSC ended. At least for me, it looked
But
like.
it was good timing to pit even without the VSC. So
yeah. Well, anyways, as it is right now with the provisional standings, you are 50 points behind P1 in the championship with 4 races left. So yeah, it's gonna be tough.
it will be, but it's nothing impossible, I would say.
Yeah, no,
I
it
mean,
definitely
USA and Abu Dhabi are one of my top tracks. Mexico and Brazil less, but I guess still doable. So yeah, we'll probably focus on the USA and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing you go to the end and seeing what you can bring. Also for constructors, against Haas, I think both you and your teammate picked up some points on them as well today. I think if I look at this, so Danny picked up 2 points. Where did Gurla finish? Gurla 7, so Gurla picked up, what was that? That's 6 points. So you picked up 31 points onto 2, so you're gonna be, you overtake Williams, and you're gonna be around 30 points behind Haas here, so it's gonna be interesting going down to the end of the season to see who gets what.
Yeah, still some fighting to do. It was a fun race, guys.
Yeah, it was a fun one to watch as well. Thank you for coming in here, and
yeah, thank
congrats
you guys.
on the win.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. We'll see you next time. Okay, and on that note, my shy Finnish friend.
We're still doing this?
Yeah, of course we are. On that note, we're gonna finish the stream here. Thank you for everyone who's still here, who watched through the interviews and watched through the race. Who cheered on for drivers and Will, and yeah. Yeah, see you guys next time. See you guys next week for Tier 3 in America. And yeah, don't forget to watch the SLR races and 2SR rollback in the weekend on Sunday. So yeah, thanks for watching and bye-bye. Eddie, you're supposed to say bye.
I didn't have the chance to.
Are you gonna say bye or what?
Oh, alright. Bye.